The contents of the web are not a mirror of the world, it is exactly the opposite. To date, the most effective way used to block an evolving thought is to reset the mind every 60 seconds, and if you visualize the scroll method of any social network, it is actually what we do to our mind. But why does the system need to shoot the thought in flight? Because it's the best way to make anything marketable. Suppose for a moment that we eliminated from our lives everything that is superfluous, everything that is not needed to make life on this planet better. Do you know what's left of you? There would remain a feeling of purity and inner peace, which is not dead, it has only been buried. This generation lives in the background noises, and in the mental confusion in which it finds itself does not see the difference between what is right and what is anomalous. On the other hand, millions of young people find themselves doing things like this, and even worse, I have to copy each other. I'm not asking you to grab a camera and fly to Hamas to tell a Palestinian to put down that fucking gun. I'm just asking you to think about this. It will be one person in a million reporters and creators who will deal with hot topics, but if we were all able to focus on a problem of the planet, it could happen that, around it, a nerve center of awareness is created. It could happen that, as in the past, a protest can become a revolt. In revolts, Palestine has stepped up its military stockpiles and will head to population centers in Israel with women and children, and they will all die as Kim Kardashian launches her new line of lipsticks, winning the attention of those who don't know what is happening around them. North Korea is about to live its worst nightmare, considering that one of the most evil women on planet Earth could become the new supreme leader, but South Koreans are taking care of the panty fashion. In Ukraine, mother and children killed for trying to get out of the country, and in Russia, this man speaks of freedom, while on social media words of support for a bloodthirsty murderer. In Italy, a farmer committed suicide, because after dedicating his entire life to nature and what he produces, the government forced him to get rid of everything through an auction, while the state brings into the country the raw materials of the companies that enrich the members of the European Parliament. While Paris and Brussels celebrated the week of haute couture. We can go on like this, after all it's comfortable. As long as the scythe passes next to us and doesn't touch us we continue to dance, and when we could no longer dodge it, that we will begin to live on memories. One of these was the freedom to be able to share the burden, another was the struggle, left all in the hands of a few, and finally we will miss the attention because those who had it could have sent a message to the world. But for some reason, he decided to do this. Sooner or later you're going to ask yourself a question, and the question is, what the fuck does the brain tell us? A whole generation has been overwhelmed by garbage and it's so much that we didn't know where to start. You can pretend that everything is normal, or you can start making room from the useless boxes you have deposited in your mind. If you want to believe it, what you will find will surprise you, or go back to sleep. After all, it was just a reflection. That's all from Chronicle.
I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the line.